Welcome to Scriptural Snapshots, brought to you by Living Faith Ministries in Kaiser, West Virginia, where we bring the living Word of God into your life. I'm Pastor Gordon Brubaker. We've been studying for the last 3 weeks Hebrew secrets, and we're going to continue on this for at least this week, and we want to reveal the hidden meanings, the hidden secrets in some of the Hebrew words. And this becomes a real fascinating study as I get into this and look at different words. And we can't go through all the Hebrew words, but there's significant ones. And they're significant for this reason. There's, in the words we're looking at, we're seeing the gospel being preached in the Word of God. Before there was Christ, before Jesus appeared on the earth, before he was manifested to men, there is a code in the Hebrew letters themselves of representation. And when you begin to combine the different letters to make a word, that word is extremely, suggestive of things to come, of the wisdom of God, the insight of God, the power of God, the will of God. And this, to me, this is just really fascinating to begin to get into these things and see that God has preached the gospel in almost every word. Now, this is only true of Hebrew, as we're talking about. We've talked about this a little bit before, but it's because Hebrew is the language of God. It is the language that God used to breathe his spirit into the earth. His breath, his words are his spirit. Jesus said, my word is spirit and life. So we begin to look at these things and we see the hand of God, someone from outside the natural realm. We see the power, the authority, the integrity, and we see that God is calling us into something that is greater than us. And this is one of the big things about coming to God, is we need someone larger than us to help us through this life, because this life is just too complicated for you or for me to figure it all out and to understand everything that is involved in a right life. But God knows. And this is why we trust on him. And talking about trust, the word that we're going to get into today is shalom. Shalom. It has many different meanings. It's used to say hello, goodbye. It's used as a greeting, such as we use God bless you. And so when we think about shalom, we say, hey, God bless you. And you can either take that passively or you can take it as a covenantal blessing of peace be with you. God bless you. So shalom is used as a greeting, but it also means to be at peace or at rest, not dead, but at rest within yourself. It means to be restored to God. It means a completeness, nothing lacking, nothing broken, nothing missing. It's used to mean wholeness and completeness in every area of life. It also is used to mean health. May shalom be with you. May healing be with you, because your body needs rest as well as your soul and your mind and your emotions. We need that rest, that peace with God. It's used as a blessing. You can begin to see that. It's used as a blessing, such as we can say, God bless you, and it can just be a general saying, and for a lot of people it is. Say, well, yeah, God bless you. But when I say God bless you, my desire is to pass on a covenantal blessing of peace upon you. May God bless you in this endeavor. May God bless your day. May you be at peace. May you be at rest. May things flow to you according as the will of God would desire. So when I say God bless you, I'm not just trying to be polite and just, yeah, God bless you. I'm trying to say God blesses us. And may God bless you and lead you into his peace. You know, we know that the earth is filled with chaos. We know it's filled with confusion. We know it's filled with sin. So how can we find shalom? And the first part of finding shalom is to understand that shalom comes from God. Now, this is curious. I'm going to get into some deep things here right away. But we must first recognize that shalom comes from God. For shalom and peace to exist, there must be a ruler who is outside of the world. In other words, the true God. Now listen, if the world is filled with chaos and confusion and sin, then the only way you can find peace, you're not going to find it by the ways of the world. You're not going to find peace, shalom, rest in the things of this world, by what you consume, by what you achieve, by what you acquire, because those things are filled with sin and confusion and chaos. You have to find God, and He has to become the authority in your life. Even as people, I'll say this real quick, even as people require discipline imposed by the judicial authority, every home demands discipline. Only then can we find Shalom Bayit, or domestic harmony. Amos 3:3 says, "Can two walk together unless they be agreed?" You cannot walk in the peace of God unless you are walking in agreement with God. I'm Pastor Gordon Brubaker. God bless you.